I read about methods of opening up opening research methods to various participants, especially non-academic people like practitioners or users, people who might come from various walks of life. And I personally think this is of particular importance of infrastructure research, because infrastructure, so for example energy systems, water systems, transport systems, they are these very big, complex organizations, and they just cannot be understood solely with one perspective. So when you think about infrastructures, so for example, energy plant or a water treatment plant, at first glance they might seem to be these big technical organizations only of interest to very niche engineers. However, there's so much going on behind the scenes. All the processes of negotiation, making decisions, dealing with risks and uncertainty. These are questions which could be pertinent to people from across disciplines and across backgrounds of expertise. So for example, in my current research, we're looking at the infrastructures, in particular water and energy industry, and how they're implementing cybersecurity policies, which is a major EU directive of network and information security. And again, it might seem like, oh, it's just a question for a computer science or an engineer. But actually, once when you look at that and how people construct these standards for security, what does it mean to be secure, what sort of insecurity are people willing to accept, then it opens up a whole lot of research questions which have to be answered in collaboration with various disciplines, but also various actors, including non-academic stakeholders. This idea of capability for research, that just having this intellectual knowledge of theories of your field is not enough for producing knowledge. You need to have the capability to connect the right people even before you start the research. So in my opinion, the benefits of broadening the engagement is to do with answering questions which are of primary societal importance. So the biggest argument behind transdisciplinary research is that it addresses societal challenges, be it sustainability, equality, global health. So no one person knows these answers. So we do really continuously need to reach out to others. So starting from right when we write research bids, build these partnerships through data collection and asking questions as a collective, to then engagement and actually disseminating results with a variety of groups. So there is this phrase used in policy circles called joined-up thinking, which relies on this image that integrated policymaking or integrated decision-making is preferable. And this, while this to some extent might be true, because we've been talking about building partnerships and collaborations, yes, still while we're doing that, we need to be very careful of how we collaborate. So we cannot ignore the fact that even if we bring everyone to the table and ask people to have the common framework and solve the same questions, some people are just more powerful than others, just because they might be senior in their jobs, they might have the doctoral title, and so on and so on. And we continuously need to think about these power imbalances.